Alright, what's up everybody? It's Bella Radical Gaming. Here we go with mission number 8.
Whatever he's got up his sleeve, he seems to want them there. If he knows how to stop this mess, you've got to find out what he's thinking. The deadline is critical, so we've got no room for mistakes. Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Right away, action. This is the mission where shit gets crazy. Just to let y'all know.
I've given you all the help you need. You should no longer trust me.
Very good advice. Oh, I love the music for this part.
Now, do your duty.
Ah. Yeah, fucking that part up actually hurt me a little bit because it was so cool.
I knew you were too weak for this.
Why are you doing this? We can stop this nightmare together!
No! Your heart cannot stop anything anymore.
That's sad.
No!
And that's when he realized it. His dad's gone.
I know you're still in there. Don't stop fighting. You're stronger than they are.
His dad's a legit badass. Kanbe Ogawa.
Now that we have this problem, we'll make sure it doesn't suffer any longer than it has to.
It's like we broke his guard. So this fight's kind of difficult to figure out. The great sword really makes this a bit easier for me. But I think if you use the great sword and you combine that with Ninja Vision, you have a much easier time against him. He does have a counter move that I noticed, so I'll point that out once we get to it. And right here I'm just looking for the I think it was a chi piece if I'm not mistaken. Looking for that chi piece here. Or Shinobi, I forget which one it was. Alright, looks like we got everything here. Doing the double check. Alright, and off we go. Just like I said before, slow motion. And what I'm doing is I'm using the X strikes, the light strikes from the great sword. Keep them stun locked, which is really important. Oh, and it was with this fight that I actually figured out what the hell the problem is with the quick time events, like why I miss them so often, like why they're kind of bad. It's because they put the words there. Like they really don't need the words jump or attack. They really could just put the button there and call it a day, and then make it a lot easier. The words actually mess you up a bit. Because they like to change the buttons on what a jump is. It'll be sometimes A, or it'll be up sometimes. Wire's typically always A. I think one time it was B, but typically it's always A.
I'd love to get inside your head and see what makes you think.
Come on, then.
We will drain your corpse and use it as a fun house.
This is where the shit becomes Dragon Ball Z. Or Bleach. Or both. This shit right here is nuts. I just want y'all to know that, like, ahead of time. Like, this part of the battle was, like, really intense. I think we just picked something up. We got the cheat piece, yep.
You cannot that which you cannot touch.
Alright, here we go. He's doing supernatural shit. Bam. Attack is nuts. Defend. Man, that's total Dragon Ball moment. Then we got the dust and the damaged clothes.
Why won't you accept defeat? Your father is dead. Your friends are dead. What do you have to live for?
Nothing.
Nothing. So we can pull the sword now. Endure. Love these. Now it gets a little bit unfair with this attack right here. This fucking death ball. God damn it. So good. So cheesy. And kind of out of nowhere. Like, where the hell did this come from? This part's cool. Endure. This part's unfair. You gotta be quick as hell to get this part. Also unfair. Just be ready. Luckily they don't change the buttons. It's always Y. Yeah, I feel like for this mission they just said, fuck it, just do what you want. Let's just go balls to the wall with it.
All too human.
He threw a fucking death ball. Like, what? Where did that come from? This game was about ninjas and infections. It's Resident Evil with ninjas. Then they just start throwing key blasted death balls around. It's dope as hell though. And this is where we get the punk ass Ninja Blade, the version that hurts you. So the strategy for this part is when he has his barrier up, make sure to switch to the Ninja Blade to break his barrier. But other than that, you can actually use your other swords. For me, it was the Great Sword. And as you can see, he does have a counter move. But as you can see, like when he has his barrier up, you can't hurt him with anything other than the Ninja Blade. And his barrier won't crack unless you have the Ninja Blade. So you can do that, crack him with the Ninja Blade, switch to a different weapon, get some combos off, and then switch back. Now it took me a while to recognize what he was doing to counter me. But since he killed me right here, I'll take the time next time to point out exactly what he's doing to counter me. It does happen pretty quick, so I want to show you guys once the slow motion kicks in, once the ninja vision kicks in. Alright, so just checking that. I figured we have to get that cheat piece all over again. I'm glad I went with my hunch there. Alright. So same strategy, crack his barrier. Oh, and we actually have to do all this over again too. Forgot about that part. But you know what? This is too cool to only do one time. This fucking mission, man, is super dope. Ugh.
Your father is dead. Your friends are dead.
Friends are dead. Your world will soon be dead.
What do you have to live for?
Nothing. Huh. And decibel. This part's too good, man. Love it. This time I was ready. So I actually did skip the rest of that. Okay. So he did the counter there. I don't know if you guys could see exactly what he was doing. When he does the counter, he goes into like an open-handed stance. So I'm going to show it off probably more here, I think. Yeah, right there. That's it. That's the counter stance. When he puts his weapons up and has his hands open in the air, he's ready to counter you. Which what he'll do is he'll throw you around. So the bats are actually getting the better of me in this part because they are super annoying. Go, took care of the bats. The thing is, the bats are gonna constantly come back, so don't worry about them too much. The bats come from him if you couldn't tell. He summons them. Alright, so right here I just went ahead and decided to heal. Alright, got his barrier back. Break it. Switch back to the great sword. Do big damage. Do bigger damage if you go into ninja vision. Man. He just did a friggin' laser beam. A sword laser beam. It's crazy. And he endured it. This is really cool. I love that elbow drop. They just went nuts. Fromsoft, man. Guy just went crazy. Like fuck it, man. We're making this thing. We're making this game. We're gonna do whatever we want to do. And really, you should kind of have suspected this ever since he drop kicked that spider. that giant spider. And if that didn't make you suspect that the game would get this crazy.
It doesn't make you immortal. Join your mother. Oblivion!
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over the. I didn't mean to talk over the voice overs.
One of those copies is real.
Yeah, if that didn't clue you in, the drop kicking the giant spider, then the stopping the commercial airliner with his bare hands, a la Spider-Man 2. That should have really clued you in on how ridiculous this character would get. But this part is cool. He created this platform we're standing on. Kanbe did with a ninja spell, which is pretty neat. And now he's using his shadow clones. I don't think you can hit him when he's up there, so you just gotta take these clones out. Easiest way to do so is with the wind shuriken. Then eventually he comes down. And they do drop health orbs, so you have a good incentive to actually take these guys out. He's up to his old tricks. Same tricks. So Ninja Blade, great sword, watch out for his counter. The bats annoy you, take them out with the wind shuriken. Yeah, you can stop his samurai beam thing by just hitting him in the face. So in this phase, he does more shadow clones. And the easiest way to deal with them, wind shuriken. So just save your chi and just I'm not sure if you can reflect that back at him. You should be able to, but I don't think I was able to. I don't think it never worked for me, reflecting that back at him. But yeah, this part is just really cool, man. Like I really dig it. I wish the game was more of this like supernatural mystical stuff over the science fiction worm stuff. Because while that stuff was interesting, it was kind of dry. Whereas this stuff's like super fun, super crazy. But I guess you can think of this as like a reward for kind of getting through the game. But anyway, let's go ahead and finish this off. We had a great honorable fight with our dad here, but it's time to put him down.
You fight like a man who's given up hope. I can guarantee that your father has not given up. I can feel it bubbling in his heart.
Oh man, it's messed up. Ugh. Don't worry, he's doing this for a reason. Ancient ninja technique. 100 sword. Or 1,000 swords. Honestly, that part should have been longer. I would have been okay with that part lasting like 30 seconds or something. Todome. Perfect. I think that's my first perfect todome. It's really fucking cool too.
Be at peace, Father.
What I'm going to do for those todomes is I'm going to take a screenshot of all of them and post them to my Facebook page. Every single one of them.
You did well. die like this. You needed to fight like a man who was already dead. But you could not do that. As long as you still had hope for me. The sword is yours now. You can still end this. Strike the heart. My mother.
Wait!
I still don't exactly know what they meant by your mother. Maybe she's the origin of the disease, but it doesn't make a lot of sense even after I beat it. Anyway, hope you guys loved this episode as much as I did. This mission was amazing, but we are at the end of it, so I want you guys to take care. Till next time, peace.